Hey guys, welcome to today's practice. It is a full moon here today, so we are going to flow under the full moon. You can do this class during the full moon, but you can also do it at any time. It's simply a beautiful practice to find balance throughout the body and mind, and to also harness the feminine energy that the moon represents. I hope that you enjoy. When you're ready, we're going to start onto our backs. Hey yogis, come down onto your back to a conscious resting pose. Plant the soles of the feet. Allow the arms to rest by your sides. The palms can face up or down. Up if you feel like you want to receive, or down if you want to feel more grounded. Close down your eyes and start to focus on your breath, becoming aware and intentionally, mindfully following the breath in, following the breath out. Start to slow it down a bit as you breathe softly, gently in and out through the nose, allowing the belly to fill up and release. As we flow today underneath the full moon, we are going to embody the feminine energy that the full moon represents, that is finding a beautiful balance between strength and softness, finding a sense of nurture for yourself, for others, for all beings, for nature. And following all of your movement with mindful awareness and intention. Perhaps taking a moment just to set an intention for your practice ahead or for the full moon. Take one more deep breath in. Open the mouth, release everything. Open up the eyes, reach both legs straight up towards the ceiling, point the toes, bring the palms to face down towards the ground if you haven't already, and we're going to slowly lower the legs, nice and controlled, engaging into the core until our feet are about 6 inches off the ground. And then we're going to lift the legs back up, and as you do so, gently lift the hips, and then we'll slowly lower, engaging the core. That's 2. We'll go for 10. Slowly lower. 8. 7. 6. 5. Halfway. 4. Keep the lower back grounded. 3. Squeeze inner thighs, squeeze the core for 2. Last 1. Good. Slowly release the feet down to the ground, about hip distance apart. Press down through the heels, lift the hips up, come into a little bridge pose. Walk the shoulder blades closer together, interlace the fingers underneath the hips, and just stretch out through the belly here. Soften the belly, but squeeze the glutes, squeeze inner thighs towards each other. Press down through the heels to engage into the quads. Holding it here, start to press the sternum towards the chin as you increase the arch in your back. Taking a deep breath in and breath out. Breath in, breath out. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Slowly roll down. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock and roll all the way up to seated, and we're going to plant the palms in front. Come forward onto your hands and your knees to a tabletop position. Get light onto the right fingertips. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Open up across the chest, gaze up towards the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, thread the needle, threading the right arm underneath the left, setting the arm, the shoulder, the right side of your head down to the ground. Reach the left fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. Maybe even start to look up towards the ceiling if that feels okay for your neck. And from here, if you want to go for the half bind, reach the left hand around behind you. Take a hold of the right hip or the right thigh. Open up a little bit more, deepening the twist, keeping the breath gentle, soft, using each breath in to create some space and using each breath out to deepen the twist into the spine. One more breath in and breath out. Reach the left arm back up towards the ceiling. Plant the left palm. Plant the right palm back to tabletop position. Coming straight to the other side. Reach the left arm up. Gaze up towards the left fingers. Open your chest. Deep breath in. Breath out to thread it under. Reach the right fingertips forward. Maybe start to look up towards the ceiling. And maybe taking the half bind by reaching the right hand behind you, taking the left hip or the left thigh. A few breaths here. One more breath in. And breath out. Reach the right arm back up. Plant the right palm. Plant the left palm back to tabletop position. Good. From here, reach the right leg back and the left arm forward. Finding stability here. Really press back through the right heel, squeeze the right glute, contract into the core. Just holding it here momentarily. Breathing softly, smoothly. From here, start to bend the right knee. Reach the left arm around. Catch the right foot or the ankle and start to open the chest forward as you kick the right shin back, squeeze into the right glute, create a little more extension into the spine, press the ground away with the right palm, holding it here. One more breath in and slowly release. Straight to the other side. Reach the left leg back and the right arm forward. Finding stability here first. Lots of stillness. Press back through the left heel. Press the ground away with the left palm. Engage into the core. Squeeze the left glute. Bend the left knee. Reach the right arm around. Catch the left ankle or the foot. Press back with the left shin as you lift the heart. Gaze forward. Keep kicking the left foot back. One more breath in. And slowly, mindfully release. Tuck the toes under. A little more core engagement. Lift the knees. Protract into your scapula here, so really puff the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Add a little tail tuck and a little more rounding through the spine to create some more engagement into the core. Holding it here. Keep the breath controlled and even. Almost there. You can do it. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, bringing the knees nice and wide to the outer edges of the mat. Bring the big toes to touch. Sink the hips back to the heels. Reach the fingertips forward and then melt the forehead down to the ground. Coming to a little child's pose. Take a really big, slow breath. Now walk your fingertips over to the right. Just take a little side stretch here. Really reach out through the left fingertips now. Feel the length into the left side body and start to breathe into the left side body so you feel it expanding and stretching. Walk the hands over to the left. Reach out through the right fingertips and the right side body. And now breathe deeply into your right side body. One more breath in. And breath out. Walk the fingertips back. Plant the palms. Come into our downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart. Feet at the back of the mat, hip distance apart. Lift the hips up and back. Take a little bit of movement if you feel like. To settle in, always feels good to move. As you arrive in this first down dog, just become aware, tune in to how you're feeling here, how you're feeling through the backs of your legs, how your arms feel as you press the ground away, feeling really strong. Lift up through the hips, maybe grounding the heels, creating a little more length into the hamstrings, or otherwise keep the knees slightly bent so that you can work on getting this nice neutral back. Set your focus, your drishti, to one point behind you, keeping a nice neutral neck as well. Come back to your breath, and if you haven't already, start to practice your Ujjayi pranayama, constricting the back of the throat as you breathe in and out through the nose. Finding this sense of balance of the breath, balance of the body, balance of the mind. One more deep breath in. Open the mouth, let the breath go. Lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward to the top of the mat, and we're just going to step to the top of the mat, bringing both feet together, big toes to touch. Deep breath into a halfway lift, nice flat back, broadening the collarbones, reaching the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale again, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Slight bend through the knees, press down through the heels and come all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up, gaze up between the palms. Slowly bring the hands to your heart, let your gaze fall over the fingertips as your chin comes gently towards the chest. Inhale again, reach the arms up, lengthen through the side body as you ground down through the feet. Exhale, hands to your heart, chin to the chest. Inhale, reach up. This time, interlace the fingers except for your index fingers. Pointing the index fingers up towards the ceiling, take a Kali Mudra. Really reach up through the fingertips, lift up from the lower ribs, lengthen into the side body, take a breath in. On the breath out, with both feet rooted firmly to the ground, lean over to the right, coming to a standing crescent moon. Send the left hip over towards the left. Keep the chest nice and open. Chin away from the chest. Squeeze the glutes, really firm through the legs. Try not to collapse the left shoulder down towards the ground. Hold it here. Keep breathing. One more breath. Stay on your breath out. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Leaning over to the left. Send the right hip to the right. Open your chest. Chin away from the chest. Breathing into the right side body, deep breath in, breath out. One more. Stay on the breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's take a few moments here, notice how you're feeling. One more breath. On the next breath in, bend the knees, take a seat into your Uttanasana, your chair pose. Sweep the arms up, reaching up through the fingertips, lengthen through the side body. Send the shins forward as you bring the weight into the heels. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. One more breath in. On the breath out, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down to the ground. As you inhale, reach both arms up. Take your Kali Mudra here in your low lunge. Melt the front of the left hip forward. Squeeze into the left glute, lift the heart. Lengthen into the side body a little bit more. Lift the gaze. One more breath in. On the breath out, lower the fingertips to frame the right foot. We're going to straighten both legs. So you're going to lift the back knee and then straighten the right leg. Press the left heel down towards the ground. Fold over the right leg into like this pyramid pose. Try and square out through the hips, sending the front of the left hip forward and the outer right hip back. Press firmly into the right heel. One deep breath in. And breath out. Slowly bend into the right knee. Keep the back knee lifted. Plant the palms. Step the right foot back to high plank. Hold it here. Wrapping the triceps back. Protracting into the shoulders. Tuck the tail. Engage into the core. Finding a little bit of strength and stability here in this hold. But as we create this engagement throughout our body, this strength, can you find softness of the breath and calm of the mind? Stay strong, tuck the tail under even more. Press the ground away even more. One more breath. Stay on your breath out. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders coming over the fingertips. Drop the knees here if you need to as we lower nice and slowly all the way down onto the belly. Squeezing the elbows in towards the ribs. Flatten the tops of the feet. Inhale to a baby cobra. Exhale, melt the chest down. Tuck the toes under. Press back to your downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Deep breath in. And breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Step the left foot forward between the palms of the hands. Tiger curl the knee to the nose. Step the left foot through. Drop the back knee down. Coming to the other side. Inhale, reach both arms up. Interlace the fingers. Take your Kali Mudra. Melt the right hip forward. Squeeze into the right glute. Lift the heart. Create a little more extension into the spine. One more breath in. On the breath out, lower the fingertips, frame the left foot. Lift the back knee, straighten into both legs, pressing down through the right heel, planting the left heel firmly, and then fold over the left leg. Pull back on the left outer hip. Really nice stretch into the hamstring on the left side, into the calf on the right side. One more breath in. And breath out. Bend into the left knee. Plant the palms. Step the left foot back to high plank. Shift forward. Bend the arms lower to chaturanga. Squeezing the elbows in. Inhale, press the ground away. Come to Cobra again, or your upward facing dog. Reaching the crown of the head up. Squeeze the glutes and the inner thighs. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Bend the knees, gaze forward to the top of the mat. Walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat, however you get there. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way to standing, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time take your Kali Mudra. As you exhale, lean over to the right, standing crescent moon. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Hold it here, press the weight into the heels, sink the butt low. Lengthen through the side body, reach out through your pinky fingers. One more breath in. Stay on the breath out, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, come up to standing. Reach both arms up. Ground down through your right foot, and we're going to pull the left knee up into the chest. Point through the left toes. From here, we're going to start to lean forward and slowly extend the left leg back into a warrior 3 with the toes pointed, softening the left hip down towards the ground. Reach out through the arms, reach out through the pinky fingers, contract into the core. I'm going to continue to flow here. Start to slowly bend the right knee, moving with lots of control. We're going to plant the left toes to the back of the mat, coming into a half crescent lunge, still reaching forward and leaning forward, finding stability here. Squeeze into the left glute. Full breath in and breath out. Inhale, lift the chest and arms as you come to Uttanasana, crescent lunge. And as you exhale, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2, sink even deeper into the front knee, pressing firmly into the outer edge of the back foot. Squeeze into the left glute, set your focus. Gazing over the right middle finger. Holding it here for about 3 more breaths. Finding that strength, finding that stability, but also finding that softness, that sense of nurture for yourself, as you know that you're strong to stay here, but you know that you can also remain calm through the challenge. One more breath in and breath out. Next breath in, straighten your front leg. If you like, you could heel toe the left foot in a little bit if that feels more comfortable for you. Reach the right fingertips forward as you sass the left hip back, coming to Trikonasana, triangle pose, taking the right fingertips down to the shin or the ankle. Reach out through the left fingertips, open the chest, squeeze the left glute, still pressing into the outer edge of the back foot, maybe gazing up towards the left fingers, holding it here. Deep breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Inhale, come all the way back up. Turn the right foot in, slightly pigeon-toeing the feet. Take the hands to the hips. Take a breath in, lift the chest, maybe take a little back bend here. As you exhale, fold forward into Prasarita Padottanasana. Take the hands down to the ground. Inhale to like a halfway, reaching the crown of the head forward and stretching out through the arms. As you exhale, fold down. Descend the crown of the head towards the ground. Keep the legs nice and strong. Fold a little deeper. Activate the legs a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale, stretch out through the arms, lift the chest. Stay on the breath out. Use the breath in to ride all the way up, taking the hands to the hips as you go. From here, turn the heels in and the toes out, and we're going to bend the knees, bringing the hands to your heart into our goddess squat, opening up into the hips. Feel like you're squeezing the heels towards each other. Add a little tail tuck here and lift up from the lower ribs, but sink the butt low. From here, reach both arms up, take your Kali Mudra. Take a breath in. On the breath out, lean over to the right, keeping the chest nice and open. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale to center. One more time each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Bring the hands to the heart. From here, we're going to straighten the right leg, sink into the left knee, come to Skandasana. Open up through the chest, holding it here. Maybe looking up, start to lean a little bit more into the left leg, activate into the right leg. Try and point the toes up towards the ceiling. One more breath in, and breath out. Going to bring the fingertips to frame the right leg, and you're going to spin the left knee in as you lift and square the hips, coming straight to a half split. Pull back on the right heel, flex the right foot, come into a nice flat back, taking a deep breath in, reach the heart forward. As you exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Inhale again, halfway. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale. Exhale, fold. Slowly bend into the right knee. Reach both arms up, Kali Mudra. Into your low lunge, sink the hips forward, deep breath in. Exhale, lower the fingertips, frame the right foot, lift the back knee, straighten into both legs, coming to our pyramid. Pull back on the outer right hip, fold forward, holding it here, deep breath in. And breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale. Bend into the right knee, frame the foot with the palms of the hands. Step the right foot back to high plank. Shift forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Bend the arms lower with control, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Let the breath go. And another deep breath in. Release everything. Bend the knees, gaze forward, making our way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving through the sequence on the other side. Inhale, reach both arms up. Take your Kali Mudra, interlace the fingers. As you exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, standing crescent to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to heart. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Just one full breath here, sink low. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come to standing. Grinding down through the left leg this time. We're going to pull the right knee up into the chest. Point the toes. Start to slowly extend the right leg back as you lean forward. Coming into Virabhadrasana 3. Squaring the right hip down towards the ground. Reach up through the arms. Reach out through the fingertips. Continuing to move with control here. Slowly start to bend the left knee. Plant the right toes to the back of the mat. Coming into Ardha Anjaneyasana, half crescent. Still reaching forward. Reaching the crown of the head forward. Squeeze into the right glute. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. One more breath. Inhale as you lift the chest and arms, coming to Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Exhale, open. Virabhadrasana 2. Holding this here, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. Squeeze the glutes, set your focus with powerful aim and intention over the left fingertips. Sink a little deeper. One more full breath, deep breath in, and breath out. Inhale, straighten the front leg. If you like, heel to the right foot in a little bit closer. Reach the left arm forward, sass the right hip back. Trikonasana, triangle pose, taking the left hand down to the shin or the ankle, maybe even hovering the left hand. Reach up through the right fingertips, open the chest, maybe gaze up towards the right fingers, squeeze the right glute. Just one more. Deep breath in. Stay on your breath out. Inhale, come all the way back up. Pivot the left foot in. Slightly pigeon-toeing the feet. Take the hands to the hips. Deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. This time, take both hands below the shoulders, planting the left hand, peel the right arm up into a twist, gaze up towards the right fingers, deep breath in and out. One more, breath in. On the breath out, lower the right hand, peel the left arm up. Keep the legs nice and strong as you twist deeply through the waist. One more breath in. On the breath out, fold forward momentarily. One more deep breath in and breath out. Inhale, ride the breath all the way up to standing, bringing the hands to the hips. Bring the heels to turn in, turn the toes out, bend the knees, bring the hands to the heart to your goddess squat. Holding it here, sink the butt low, lift the chest, tuck the tail. From here, we're going to see if we can come onto the tippy toes, lifting the heels, quite challenging. Just do your best for 5. Sink the butt, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the heels. We're going to bend into the right knee, straighten the left leg, sinking down into our Skandasana, leaning over into the right leg, activating into the left leg, left toes turning up towards the ceiling. Lift the chest, holding it here. One more breath in and breath out. Bring the fingertips to frame the left leg, and we're going to square out through the hips, spin the right knee down to the ground, straight to Adho Hanumanasana, half split. Pull back on the left heel, flex the left foot, pull back on the left outer hip and lift up through the left sit bone. Deep breath in, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale again, halfway. Exhale, fold. One more round. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Bend into the left knee. Come to your low lunge. Inhale as you reach up, taking a Kali Mudra, melt the right hip forward. Exhale, release the fingertips. Straighten out into both legs, coming to your pyramid, folding over the left leg. Pressing firmly into the right heel. Pulling back on the left outer hip, taking a deep breath in and breath out. One more, inhale, exhale. Slowly bend into the left knee, plant the palms, step the left foot back, high plank, shift forward, bend the arms, slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, press the ground away, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. One more, inhale. Exhale. Look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up straight to your chair pose. From here, lean forward halfway to a half chair, and then we're going to lift the heels, come onto the tippy toes, press the shins forward, squeeze the ankles towards each other, holding it here. Slowly start to sink the butt. Sink it, all the way down onto the ground. Good. Spin sideways onto your mat. Come into a wide-legged straddle. Keep the feet and legs nice and engaged. If you need to sit up onto something, if you're quite tight, sit up onto something to elevate the hips. When you're ready, bring the fingertips in front of you. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk the hands forward. Just come to your edge and sit there, working deeper and deeper, using the breath to do so. And we'll just be here for about a minute, and I'll stop talking now and just allow you to go inward. In the last 30 seconds, maybe using this time, knowing there's only 30 seconds left, to walk the hands a little bit further forward, melt the belly a little bit closer, finding a little bit more softness into the inner groin, into the inner thighs. One more deep breath in, and let the breath go. Walk the hands back. Come down onto your back. Coming to bridge pose that we did at the beginning, or now is your opportunity. If you want to take a full wheel, you can take a full wheel. So bridge pose, you're just going to lift the hips. I'm going to take full wheel, planting the palms either side of the ears, above the shoulders, elbows facing straight up towards the ceiling. Try not to splay the elbows out. Press down through the feet, take a breath in. On the breath out, we're going to lift up, straighten the arms, and try and straighten the legs as much as you can, as well as you press the chest through the arms and open up more into the chest and the shoulders. And I'll count out this one for us. We're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you lower, slowly tuck the chin towards the chest. Try and let your strength lower you rather than gravity, lowering with lots of control all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Keep hugging the right knee in, extend the left leg long along the ground. Guide the right knee over to the left, reach the right arm out to the right, and gaze over to the right. Final twist. Come back to center. Hug both knees in, keep the left knee hugging in as you extend the right leg out. Guide the left knee over to the right. Reach the left arm out to the left, gaze over to the left, and twist. While necessary to do twists after we do a deep back bend like a wheel pose, twists are also a beautiful way of bringing balance to the body, to the spine, to the mind. Beautiful way to end the practice. Hopefully you do feel really balanced. After our flow, come back to center, arriving in your Shavasana, letting the legs fall, letting the arms rest by your sides, palms facing up, closing down the eyes, and finding this sense of softness now coursing throughout your entire physical being. And take this time to consider for yourself what you can do today on the full moon to nurture yourself. Maybe for you, nurturing yourself is taking a break, taking a rest from the craziness of your work life or your family life. Just taking 5 minutes of stillness. Maybe for you, nurturing yourself is getting outside and getting some fresh air and being in nature. No other distractions, just you and nature. Or perhaps nurturing yourself is creating a little bit more energy or fire in your body, doing some strength work, which we've already done today in this practice, or maybe getting the heart rate up with a walk or a run. What can you do? Take as much time as you need to rest here. I wish you a beautiful day. From my heart to yours. Namaste.